gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry now for Dalvin Cook, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on third down, McDonald, and this is Cook with the ground. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. The opening drive, keep those chains moving. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, McDonald. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The man is Thielen is complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's good.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. Lets it fly for Thielen. And man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
They're moving the ball through the air pretty well in this opening drive, and to me it was evident that they were set on doing exactly that here to get this game started. And their belief and determination is certainly paying off.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Because we remember, they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even admit.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Lions, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They either boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-0. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to keep it. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
2-yard gain.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
It's Kaepernick. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Davis now to return it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can you ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, McDonald. This one brought in by Jefferson. McDonald, 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They're going for Jefferson downfield. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They run again on 1st down. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
21-0 our score after 1. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
McDonald on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Kaepernick now on first down. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
The Lions first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
7-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Swift, ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, he's a Swift. And he'll get about 3 as as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Ball carrier.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald, that is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, McDonald. He's going to look deep down the field. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDonald. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Lions will take over
at their own 22-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smarter approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
The Lions first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And this one's going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Kaepernick will try again on second down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, They're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 1st and 10, McDonald. He's got his man Sharp complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Oh, going for Jefferson down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Good. Barely got the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the...
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he slings one that's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Kaepernick to throw again. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's McDonald. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, it's Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. A handoff to Abdullah. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, here's Agnew. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Lions 12.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A quick throw caught by Sharp. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line. That's the end.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Boom. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. This is out quickly to the right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more there and another first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing again. McDonald. And Walker has it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4.
On for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar. Bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups, but here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
40-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 2.
On 3rd and 2, McDonald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
McDonald on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 21-yard line.
And they take a knee.
McDonald on the keeper. A loss of a yard.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them.